Hello dear friend, and welcome to On This Day SMR with me, Edward Hertz, where we take a look back through history at events which took place on this day. The rain is gently pittering and pattering away on the window, and the fire is crackling away nicely in the hearth. So put your headphones on, sit back, relax, and let me take you on a journey back through time. Today is Thursday, the 28th of March 2024, and we have 39 events to cover, going all the way back to the year 37. Starting with the most recent event, which happened 18 years ago, at least 1 million union members, students and unemployed, take to the streets in France to protest at the government's proposed first employment contract law. 19 years ago in 2005, an earthquake shakes southern Sumatra with a magnitude of 8.6 and killing over 1,000 people. 21 years ago in 2003, in a friendly fire incident, 2 American A-10 Thunderbolt II aircraft attack British tanks participating in the 2003 invasion of Iraq, killing 1 soldier. 23 years ago in 2001, Athens International Airport, Eleftheros Venizelos, begins operation. 25 years ago in 1999, in the Kosovo War, Serb paramilitary and military forces kill at least 130 Kosovo Albanians in Izbica. 30 years ago in 1994, in South Africa, African National Congress security guards kill dozens of Inkatha Freedom Party protesters. 34 years ago in 1990, United States President George H.W. Bush posthumously awards Jesse Owens the Congressional Gold Medal. 45 years ago in 1979, a coolant leak at the 3 Mile Island's Unit 2 nuclear reactor outside Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, leads to the core overheating and a partial meltdown. In the same year, the British House of Commons passes a vote of no confidence against James Callaghan's government by 1 vote, precipitating a general election. 46 years ago in 1978, the US Supreme Court hands down 5-3 decision in Stump v. Sparkman, a controversial case involving involuntary sterilisation and judicial immunity. 54 years ago in 1970, an earthquake strikes western Turkey at about 11:05 local time, killing 1,086 and injuring at least 1,200. 55 years ago in 1969, Greek poet and Nobel Prize laureate Georgios Seferis makes a famous statement on the BBC World Service opposing the junta in Greece. 56 years ago in 1968, Brazilian high school student Edson Luis de Lima Souto is killed by military police at a student protest. 59 years ago in 1965, a 7.4 magnitude earthquake in Chile sets off a series of tailings dam failures, burying the town of El Cobra and killing at least 500 people. 65 years ago in 1959, the State Council of the People's Republic of China dissolves the government of Tibet. 78 years ago in 1946, in the Cold War, the United States Department of State releases the Ackerson Linenthal Report, outlining a plan for the international control of nuclear power. 82 years ago in 1942, in World War II, a British combined force permanently disables the Louis Joubert lock in Saint-Nazaire in order to keep the German battleship Tirpitz away from the mid-ocean convoy lanes. 83 years ago in 1941, also in World War II, first day of the Battle of Cape Matapan in Greece between the navies of the United Kingdom and Australia and the Royal Italian Navy. 85 years ago in 1939 in the Spanish Civil War, Generalissimo Francisco Franco conquers Madrid after a 3-year siege. 91 years ago in 1933, the Imperial Airways biplane City of Liverpool is believed to be the first airliner lost to sabotage when a passenger sets a fire on board. 104 years ago in 1920, Palm Sunday tornado outbreak of 1920 affects the Great Lakes region and deep South states. 106 years ago in 1918, General John J. Pershing, during World War I, cancels 42nd Rainbow Division's orders to Rollinpont for further training and diverted it to occupy the Baccarat sector. Rainbow Division becomes the first American division to take over an entire sector on its own, which it held longer than any other American division-occupied sector alone for a period of 3 months. In the same year, in the Finnish Civil War, on the so-called Bloody Maundy Thursday of Tampere, the Whites forced the Reds to attack the city centre, where the city's fiercest battles being fought in Kalevankangas, with large casualties on both sides. During the same day, an explosion at the Red headquarters of Tampere kills several commanders. 114 years ago in 1910, Henri Fabre becomes the first person to fly a seaplane, the Fabre Hydroavion, after taking off from a water runway near somewhere in France. 162 years ago in 1862, in the American Civil War, in the Battle of Glorieta Pass, Union forces stop the Confederate invasion of the New Mexico territory. The battle began on March the 26th. 164 years ago in 1860, First Taranaki War, the Battle of Waireka begins. 170 years ago in 1854, in the Crimean War, France and Britain declare war on Russia. 182 years ago in 1842, first concert of the Vienna Philharmonic Orchestra conducted by Otto Nicolai. 210 years ago in 1814, War of 1812. In the Battle of Valparaiso, 2 American naval vessels are captured by 2 Royal Navy vessels. 215 years ago in 1809, in the Peninsular War, France defeats Spain in the Battle of Medellin. 222 years ago in 1802, Heinrich Wilhelm Matthias Olbers discovers 2 Pallas, the second asteroid ever to be discovered. 223 years ago in 1801, Treaty of Florence is signed, ending the war between the French Republic and the Kingdom of Naples. 229 years ago in 1795, Partitions of Poland. The Duchy of Courland
and Semigalia, a northern fief of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, ceases to exist and becomes part of Imperial Russia. 248 years ago, in 1776, Juan Bautista de Anza finds the site for the Presidio of San Francisco. 458 years ago, in 1566, the foundation stone of Valletta, Malta's capital city, is laid by Jean Parisot de Valette, Grand Master of the Sovereign Military Order of Malta. 959 years ago, in 1065, the Great German Pilgrimage, which had been under attack by Bedouin bandits for 3 days, is rescued by the Fatimid governor of Ramla. 1660 years ago, in 364, Roman Emperor Valentinian I appoints his brother Flavius Valens co-emperor. 1831 years ago, in 193, after assassinating the Roman Emperor Pertinax, his Praetorian guards auction off the throne to Didius Julianus. 1987 years ago, in the year 37, Roman Emperor Caligula accepts the titles of the Principate bestowed on him by the Senate.
So that is all we have for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you found our little trip back through history both relaxing and informative. If you did indeed like the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up, and also consider leaving a comment below. All feedback is very much welcome. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel. It will really help the channel grow and will ensure that you are notified of future videos. Be sure to turn on notifications so that you are notified of future videos as soon as they are posted. Thank you again, and I hope to see you next time.